Tala Learns to Siva, written by Kealani Netane, illustrated by New York Times bestseller Tsang Ho. Tala Learns to Siva, written by Kealani Netane, illustrated by Tsang Ho. Tala's heart leapt. Aunty Cena looked beautiful with shimmering skin and a tuiga of brown hair and pearly shells. Tables of people turned, conversations hushed, music filled the air. Then she began her Taualuga. Tala's eyes widened in awe. Aunty Cena's hands danced around her body like rolling waves. Her feet sailed across the floor like a canoe on the sea. Her smiling eyes invited everyone on her journey. Afterward, Tala ran to her. "Please teach me to dance like you." "I can teach you as Grandma taught me," Aunty Cena replied. First, Aunty taught her to bend. Feet together, knees bent, as if hovering over a chair. Tala's legs wobbled. Then Aunty taught her to curl her hands. She bent her fingers in and out, over and over. Tala's wrists stiffened. Last, Aunty taught her to sei. Standing tall, she placed her feet in a V, heels together, toes apart, then shifted to toes together, heels apart, back and forth, moving sideways. "I can't do it," Tala cried. "When I first learned, I struggled," Aunty Cena said. "Dance from your heart. The motions will come with time and practice." So Tala practiced everywhere. She practiced bending while waiting for the playground swings. She practiced curling her hands while her teacher rambled. She practiced her sei while Mom and Dad shopped. She practiced with an audience of toys again and again. The toys clapped as Tala's legs began to bend with grace. They cheered as her hands began to curl with ease. They whistled as her feet began to glide across the floor. But something was still missing. "I don't look like you when I dance," Tala said. "How do I look?" Aunty replied. "Your face glows. I want to glow too." "Do you know why we Siva?" Aunty asked. "Because it looks pretty?" "The Taualuga is more than a pretty dance," she said. "As you Siva, you honor Samoa and your ancestors. Tell their story. Their strength will help you shine." "Grandma's birthday is next week. Will you dance for her?" Tala didn't want to disappoint Aunty or Grandma. She didn't feel ready, but she would try. "Okay," she said. At Grandma's party, Tala's aunties wrapped her in fine mats. Aunty Cena assembled their family tuinga onto her head. Mom tried an ulanifo around her neck. "Generations have worn these materials," Aunty said. "They are a connection to your ancestors." "How?" Tala asked. "Dance from your heart and you will understand," Aunty said as she smoothed oil on Tala's body. Dad strummed the guitar. Tala's uncle started singing and everyone clapped along. Tala bowed and took a deep breath. She thought of her grandparents. How could she tell their story? Unsure, Tala looked over at Grandma. Images of her grandparents flying to Hawaii, came to her mind. As she began her first Taualuga, she felt the strength of her ancestors from the top of her tuinga down to her toes. Her hands fluttered around her like birds, her feet slid across the floor as if the wind carried her, her eyes sparkled with new beginnings. Grandma, Aunty Cena, and other family members joined Tala in dance. The love of their ancestors surrounded them. At the end of Tala's Taualuga, everyone congratulated her. "Fa'afetai lava," Grandma said, her eyes full of gratitude. "You were glowing," Auntie added. Tala grinned. "I danced from my heart." Glossary of terms. Fa'afetai lava, thank you very much. Sa'i, to slide left to right, alternating inward and outward movements of the heels and toes. Siva, dance. Taualuga, a Samoan dance traditionally performed by the daughter of a chief at the end of an event. Tuinga, a headdress traditionally worn by a chief's daughter or son during ceremonies and special events. Ula nifo, a necklace made from whale teeth traditionally worn by chiefs and their daughters or sons during ceremonies and special events. Author's note: the Taualuga is a distinguished dance in Samoan culture. It was traditionally performed by a taupu, the daughter of the high chief, at the grand finale at events. While she danced, she represented her family and her village. The inspiration for this story came from my own experience of falling in love with the dance. As a child, I remember going to Samoan events and being completely enamored while watching older girls dance the Taualuga. I yearned to be part of the dance that I didn't fully understand but desired to know. As I continued to learn about the history and cultural significance of the Taualuga, my love for Samoan Siva grew. I am grateful that I am able to pass on this knowledge to my own children.